Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Right, with Akim here from Great Millstone, Atlanta, back again with a quick lesson through the Spirit. All right, before we get started, let's give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakadash, the honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, shalom to the elect, man. All right, so basically, as you can see, the title of the stream of the lesson is World War III is being prepared before your eyes, man. All right, and it's, as of today, which I believe is what, March the 6th or the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, you see that what, man, that tension between Russia and China, between Russia and America, rather, is intensifying, man. You know, and we got an article that we're just going to get into it. Maybe just read the headline, because the headline alone, all right, is going into prophecy, man. All right, we got America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and you got Russia, all right, which is Gog and Magog, also known as the that bear. You know, they clashing, man. You know, you had the video drop with it's like a Russian choir. You know, brothers seen that video. What are they doing? They basically singing about about America being destroyed, man.
That's right.
You know, going right into biblical prophecy, man. You know, so with that, I'm just gonna read that headline.
This is from Express, UK. It says, nuclear threat. Russia could be forced to deploy missiles that cover whole of Europe.
You see that? Yeah, it says what, nuclear threat, man. We was talking briefly before the filming. This particular website, Express UK, they always bring out all type of prophetic news, man. You know, all types of prophecies and news regarding World War III. You know, so-called natural disasters, which is all orchestrated by Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but what? They're being forced to set up and to deploy missiles because you got America that's setting up their fort, so to speak, man. You know, so it's like one particular nation or kingdom is not trying to let the other battle for position.
That's right.
All right, because when you look at war, it's all about where your particular men are positioned at, man. That's a very pivotal part of war. All right, so basically it's all war games, man. You know, it's like chess. You know, you move here, you move this one back, you move here, you wait for them to react, and you move this piece here. You know, it's all war games and chess, man. You know, and this whole story, so to speak, is going to end in what? Thermonuclear destruction, man. All right, and also like the brother Anaz bringing out, how what you got missiles now, you know, that could be launched, hit their target within goddamn 5 minutes, man. You know, here it is. It went from maybe 45 minutes to 30 minutes. Now it's damn 5 minutes, man. You know, nigga, I can't get to work in 5 minutes. You know, let alone
Can't even warm up your car in 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so that's how you know, man. This thing is happening, man. You know, and you know that the very destruction of America. That's why I say in 1 hour, man. You know that great city Babylon should be thrown down. But did you have a scripture?
I got one to start out.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 54, verse 16.
Ooh, yeah.
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy.
Right. And the smith is somebody that makes weapons, which the modern day smith will be what? Your scientists, you know, well, primarily your German scientists and engineers, you know, that are in these labs thinking of ways to how they can increase and you know, better they missile technology, so to speak. You know, and that waster is going to the missile, man. So ultimately, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai put it on the minds of these scientists and these engineers to create these weapons, because that's how the so-called white man was Esau. That's how he's going to be brought down, man. You throw him in nuclear fire. All right. Do you have something else?
Yeah, I wanted to back you up.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. So like what the elder was saying, you know, this missile can, the capability of hitting its targets went down from 45 to 30 minutes to 20 to 15, now to 5. That's that knowledge being increased. This technology that Russia's developing, and the United States already said they have no defense mechanism against Russia. You know?
Right. That's right, man. Yeah. So this technology is being boosted, man. You know, every time you turn around, well, damn, Russia upgraded this. America came back with this. You know, they're constantly upgrading their weapons. Why? Because it's going into prophecy, man. You know, I had something real quick. Was there any more to that?
Nah.
Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. Which you know the arrows in the scriptures is a metaphor for missiles, man. All right. Now in the ancient world, wars were fought with actual bow and arrows. But you gotta, as brothers say, you gotta know how to update the prophecy, man. Ain't nobody fighting bows and arrows no more. You got America is get our bows and arrows. You know, nah, man, it's missiles, man. And I think even now it was a movie called Broken Arrow. I forgot who starred in it.
It was Christian Slater and I think it was Nicolas Cage.
I think right. And then what the movie was about? I believe it was about what missing missile.
Okay.
You know, so it tells you right there that the arrows is the missiles, man. But it says for strong is the right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. You see that? So what missiles they're gonna be shot from what? One end of the earth to the other side of the earth, man. You know? So you know it's not talking about a literal bow and arrow that you shoot in your backyard, you know, the hunt deer or whatever. Nah, man. We brought out how what? You got missiles that can hit their target within 5 minutes, man. So that's impeccable speed. Alright? I keep going. Verse 14, it says, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. All right, and that fire is that thermonuclear destruction, man. And America is going to be completely nuked, completely wiped out. All right, it's going to be a complete wasteland. As the scriptures say, the only thing that's going to dwell here is desert-like creatures, man. You know, what's it, the dragons, you know, and the adders and the owls and whatnot. That's all it's going to be here, man. It's not going to be any functioning society, you know, Walmart and
Costco.
Yeah, Costco's and you know, doing all that, man. It's going to be just desert, man. That's going to come by the way of the missiles. You got something?
Yeah, kind of just back what you were saying. This is Isaiah chapter 13. I'm gonna go to verse 19. It says, "In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah."
Matter of fact, start like 17.
17 kind.
Yeah.
All right, this is Isaiah 13 and 7. Yeah, kind. Isaiah 13 and 17. "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them."
Right, and these Medes is talking about the Russians, man. How you know that? One way to know that is that what? The ancient Medes, the Medo-Persian Empire, one of their symbols is the bear. All right, when you read the prophecy in Daniel 7, it speaks about the bear that was raised up on one side, had 3 ribs in his mouth. That was the Medo-Persian Empire. So today, what? The modern day Medes are these Russians, man. All right? So, we get from that verse again, 17?
This is Isaiah 13 and 17. "Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it."
Right, so the Russians are being stirred up, man. All right, you're not going to be able to basically pay them off, man. You know, they ain't going to take no bribes and no deals. Because their mind is going to be geared towards destroying America. All right? Just like we brought out in that song, that choir, which I got to look more into that. I just seen the video briefly. They're pretty much singing about, hey, you know, the land of the enemy, you know, being burnt with fire, I think. They mentioned Washington, D.C. in that song that they were singing, you know. So the Russians, they being stirred up, man. You know, pursuing what's that, Ezekiel 38, you know, where they, the Lord will put the hooks in their jaws, you know, getting back to that spirit, man.
That USSR.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
Verse 18, "Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, And they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb.
That's right, yeah. And what's the bowls once again? The missiles, man. And they're not gonna care about, oh, let's not kill little babies and man, they like, look, man, just destroy America. All right, that's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're not gonna have no pity on the little children, babies, and women and all that. You know, anybody who's not of the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're gonna be destroyed, man. You know, and that's pretty much what's coming. Go ahead.
It continuing on, it says, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
That's right. Yeah, the eyes not gonna spare children, man. All right. Once Putin decide to push that goddamn button, it's man. That's it. It's over, man. You're not gonna care who's here or you know. The objective is gonna be destroy America, man. All right, and that's ultimately the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, and America is modern day Babylon, man. Which the word Babylon from the Hebrew, but Bar, which means confusion. All right, the city of confusion, man. And it shall be what? As when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. How did he do that? By raining fire from the heavens, man. You know, bringing the elements together to make fire, and that's how he brought it down.
That's right.
America's gonna go out in the same fashion, but this time it's gonna be in the form of missiles, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell in from generation to generation.
That's right, so the land's gonna be completely vacant and desolate, and you're not gonna have, you know, like you watch the movies, some of these post-apocalyptic movies, like the Book of Eli, you know, which is supposed to be after nuclear destruction. You got people riding around on motorcycles, you know, and, you know, still chilling, you know, in the bar drinking. No, man, it ain't gonna be none of that. It's gonna be just a complete desert, man. You know, go ahead.
Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. Neither shall the shepherd make their fold there.
Right.
Verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
Right, going into those desert creatures. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the actual creatures that can dwell in desert environments, man. You know, that's just how their bodies are designed for that. You know, it's like you got some animals that can dwell in the cold, like polar bears. You know, a polar bear can't dwell in the desert, he's gonna die. You know, but that's the only species of creatures that's gonna dwell in America after it's destroyed. Is like as I mentioned, man. Go ahead.
All right, verse 22. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
They should not be prolonged, man. That's why, hey, America's on borrowed time. You know, it's on a short leash. You know, it's like you got an hourglass. You got that. You know, you turn it over and it's dwindling down. The sand is going. America got only a couple of crumbs in the hourglass left, man. Her days should not be prolonged. We at the end, man.
That's right.
You know, in World War III, it's being prepared. You know, it's like you got a table. You got a table, it's being furnished. You have your cups, your knives, forks. You got your you know, the plate. You know, the table's being prepared, man. You know, go ahead.
That's it.
I think that was it. Okay, I had something going to America and Russia. This is Jeremiah 46:20. It says, Egypt is like a very fair heifer, but destruction cometh. But destruction cometh. It cometh out of the north. You see, and what's Egypt? Egypt is another alias for America. All right, we always bring out. Look at the back of the dollar bill. You got a pyramid. You know, a lot of these cities and states is named after places in Egypt. You know, we got the Egyptian obelisk. You know, and also this is the place of our captivity, just like in the ancient world.
That's right. And
it says what? This is the This is but what? The destruction coming out of the north, man. That north country going into Russia, man. You know? Hey, that's what you see. You seen that friction, America and Russia clashing heads, man. That's straight out of biblical prophecy, man. All right. Yep.
Could you go to the top part?
Yeah. Same verse.
Come on.
All right. This is Jeremiah 46:20. It says, Egypt is like a very fair heifer.
Yeah, it's a very fair heifer. Like it's being fed.
Yeah.
It's being made fat for destruction, man. You think of all the distractions that's going on here in America. You know, so-called Americans are talking about this choir, these people singing about the destruction of America. They're not. Last week you had Russia. They were targeting areas like Camp David, the Pentagon, Fort McClellan in California, and a military base in Maryland. So this place is being built up for the slaughter, man. You think of the animal being fit for sacrifice, you're gonna feed that beast. You're gonna prepare for the slaughter, and that's what's going on in America. People are being distracted. All right, people are getting caught up in the he say, she say. Meanwhile, nuclear destruction is about to take place.
That's right. That's right. And that goes right into Ezekiel 38, which is such a heavy chapter, which speaks about I think it mentions them that dwell carelessly. You know, yeah, like you said, America is comfortable. You know, they're overfed, so to speak. You know, they're laid back, they're satisfied. You know, that's the Most High, as the brother mentioned. The Most High is priming America up, fattening it up, man. all for what? All for it to be destroyed, man. You know. But I read it again, Jeremiah 46:20. Egypt is like a very fair heifer, but destruction cometh. It cometh out of the north. You know. So yeah, man, the destruction is coming out the north, man. All right, and all these basically you got Russia, which is like a big brother figure, if you will, to the other nations. They all going to band behind it and ride on Russia's wave, so to speak, man. That's right. You know, and they're going to shoot the missiles. You know, this is biblical prophecy, man. It's nothing that you could scoff. You know, you could thumbs down our video, flag it. That's not going to stop. All right, the scientists from advancing these weapons, man. You know, because it's why? It's the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Did you have anything? If not, I have something real quick.
I got one right quick.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So you got to think about other countries like North Korea. You know, as a recent, they're trying to have the nuclearized talks. All that's gonna be null and void, man. They're gonna basically be like, forget the United States, forget all this peace talk, because I think Donald Trump was supposed to talk with Kim Jong-un last week, I believe, but that got canceled. So you're gonna see more of that, more cancellations, more hateful rhetoric, more hateful speech, and you're gonna see many other countries. It even mentions the allies of the United States coming up against, Babylon.
That's right. It was more to that.
I go to verse 10.
Go ahead.
Verse 10, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord.
Yeah, America's gonna be spoiled, man. All right, all the riches that it sucked down, so to speak, it's gonna be taken away from you, man. And ultimately by the elect, by the men of the Lord, man. All right, because the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're the next to rule. All right, and all of the riches that Esau Edom, all right, the so-called white man, everything that he's taken, he's gonna have to cough it up, man.
That's right.
You know, he's gonna be put in shackles and slavery. You know, go ahead.
That's it on that.
That was it. I had something to back you up. I'll just go here, because you mentioned how these nations are gonna all band together. You know, and come to one agreement, so to speak, and come against America, man. This is Revelations 17 and 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire." All right, and the 10 horns is going into the EU. All right, which is also what it said, a company of nations, a band of nations. All right, coming against that whore, man, which is what? America, divided upon that beast, which is NATO. And you got America, which is they trying to break away from NATO. You know, Trump, you know, trying to break away. So it's all happening, man. Everything is falling in line perfectly, man. You know, it says I'll keep going. Verse 17. It says, "For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will." You see, so this is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, for these nations to come together and conspire, so to speak, against America. You know, and what? And burn her with fire, man. And that's going to come by the way of missiles. Once again, we got to reiterate, because it ain't talking about no goddamn volcanoes, man.
Yeah, sure, it ain't talking about volcanoes.
You know, like the nation's they're going to, man, come on, man. That's foolishness. It says, 17, it says, "For the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled." Right, because these nations, they all ride upon that Romanized NATO system. But up until the words fulfilled, because why? Eventually they all going to turn against each other, man. All right, and there's going to be a big conflict, and ultimately they're going to all point fingers at America, like, oh, nah, that's the whore, man.
That's right.
You know, they're going to come to that realization at the end. Like, this is the whore that we basically, committed fornication with, man. Tells you that in what, Revelation 18? But it says, I finished the chapter off, 18. "And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth." Okay, and that great city is America, man. America is the top echelon nation, so to speak, that reigns over everybody, man. But it's going to be brought down, you know? Yes, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
This is, I got 2 Corinthians 15, and, verse 5 and 6. "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." And America is a catalyst as far as wickedness, man. You got, man, it was last week you had this YouTube kids character that was telling people, telling kids to kill their parents and commit suicide. And now you got all types of freaks of nature out here. You got these trannies that want to be aliens, and it's just all types of manner of wickedness out here. Especially, you know, like the scripture in Isaiah 13 mentioned about Sodom and Gomorrah. That's America, man. Right, especially in cities like Atlanta, you know, Seattle, New York, the South Florida area. That's heavy in homosexuality and pedophilia and lesbianism. So we're not just bringing out these scriptures. Well, the Lord actually has a purpose, because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. You know, America legalized gay marriage in 2015, and as soon as that happened, all the other nations followed suit. So this has to be the great city. It sure as hell ain't the Vatican. Nobody's trying to go to the Vatican, man. Right. That only has like a certain population, a certain square footage as far as land is concerned, man. The great city is America, Babylon the Great.
That's right. Yeah, man. That's clear, cut to the point, man. All right, America's at the top of the food chain, if you will. You know, hey, nobody going to the Vatican. The Vatican is small. You know, you don't got all nations over there.
Right.
All right. America's that melting pot of nations, man. This is where everybody wants to come and, you know, live their dreams and prosper and get money and all that. Nobody care about the goddamn Vatican, man. You know, you guys are bugged out. You have more? Okay, I had something too to go with that, because America, man, is via the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. I reckon the physical arm to the spiritual demon Satan. All right, he's to blame for all the wickedness being pushed out, man. All right, like brother mentioned the homosexuality, which is why America is also known as Sodom, as the brother mentioned. This is 1 John 5 and 19. It says I started from 19. It says, "And we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness." See that? The whole world lieth in wickedness, man. The whole earth, as we know it, is under a demonic vibration and energy, man. You know, who's that? And who's the main culprit, man? Esau Edom.
That's right.
All right, the so-called white man, the devil, man. All right, he's to blame for all of the wickedness, you know, the demonism, Satanism, you know, witchcraft, left-hand energy, you name it, man. All right, and that's why the Most High gonna bring judgment, man. All right, because the scripture say what his wickedness reached the heavens.
That's right.
You know, it got to the ears of the Most High, man. Like, God damn, you know. So the Lord got to wipe it out, man, just like He did 1,000 years ago during the time of Noah, man.
That's right.
You know, when the nations on earth were so goddamn wicked, the Lord had to basically hit a reset button, man. You know, and start over. You know, with Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, man. But it says, I read it again, 1 John 5:19. We know that we are of the Most High. And how we know that? Because we got the truth, man. All right, the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai found us worthy to give us these scriptures, man. Give us these secrets, you know, these mysteries, you know, and for us to constantly endure, you know, and do this work in sincerity and truth, we got to be of the Most High, man. And it says, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. All right, so that's why when we push this word out, you know, we tend to get a negative feedback. You know, we get that what you call it? Yeah, basically negative feedback from the people, man. Because the masses of the people, they under a demonic spell. Man.
Yeah.
We push this righteous vibration out. You know, they get all agitated and start bugging out, shaking, you know, growling at you. Like, damn, it's like little demons, man. You know, so that's how we know that well of Yahweh Shem Shai. You want to say something?
Yeah, that's the majority of it's our own people, man.
Yeah, that's right.
They come to comment board scoffing, saying Great Millstone is the cancer of the Israelites.
Yeah.
Man, who else is warning you about World War III, man? They're showing these tap dancing minstrel show Israelites, man.
Yeah, right.
They're not warning you of the destruction of America, man. They're not giving you articles, all right, other countries warning you about the impending danger and linking it up with the scriptures, man. So, you know, at the end of the day, all we can do is give you the message from Yahweh Shem Shai, and if you don't take it, that's on you, man.
That's right. That's right. Yep. It's like in Obadiah, the Lord said, "What? You talking about Esau? He said, what? I've sent a in what did he say? I sent a He said I sent a damn. Let me get it real quick. Basically, like his brother said, man, we just messengers, man. All right, we're not here to you know, we just bringing the word out, man. If you can't get it, then oh well, man. That's on you. Okay, I got it right here. This is Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah does saith the Lord power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. That word ambassador basically goes like a messenger or somebody that, like, you represent somebody. Like you got a diplomat that goes to another country on behalf of his nation. That's what we are to Yahweh Shem Shai. We're just ambassadors, man. You know, to bring the word out. You know, angels, messengers. You know, they got an old saying in the world: don't shoot the messenger, don't kill the messenger. You know, hey, if you get your W-2 in the mail, hey, don't get mad at the mailman.
Right.
You better you better call the IRS, man.
Right.
You know, the mailman ain't got nothing to do with that. He just say, hey, I'm just bringing the mail to you, bro. You know, that's what we are. We just messengers of Yahweh Shem Shai. But yeah, that was pretty much. That's the only point I want to make on that. Obadiah. You have something else?
Yeah, kind of. This is
I mean, we can get it's a lot of scripture we can go into, but we probably got like a few more. We'll wrap it up.
All right. Let me see. Well, yeah, I can read this one. This is Ezekiel chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 25. For I am the Lord; I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass.
Woo!
It shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, and will perform it, saith the Lord power.
Damn, that's a heavy scripture. That go right with what's that, Isaiah, where he say basically his word don't go out void, man, but it will accomplish that which he please, man. So whatever the Lord, whatever's written in the scriptures, all right, whatever Yahweh Shem Shai promise is gonna happen, hey, it's gonna happen, man. You know, scriptures say what? For what if some did not believe? All right, should the unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Most High forbid, man. All right, so anything that's written in the scriptures, it's etched in stone, man. It's concrete facts. All right, there's nothing that you can do to stop it, man. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off.
Yeah, that's what our people say. No, that's gonna happen 40 years from now. You've been talking about destruction, you know, scoffing, you know. Yeah, that's not gonna happen until World War III. You've been talking about that since the 90s, man. You know, that's a far off. You know, go ahead.
All right, verse 28. Therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power.
That's right. That's why brothers been saying too. A lot, you know, even though you're gonna have your scoffers, they're gonna rise up. But notice it ain't as much as like it used to be.
Right.
People started, you know, damn. They start seeing it getting real, man. You know, you seen that the government shutdown happened this year. The Israelites on the news. That will happen at the same time, and that shit a lot of people up. So now a lot of people that was scoffing, now they like, oh, damn, they probably right, man. Damn, you know, they ain't scoffing as much now, goddamn. Yeah. You know, you see these prophecies popping off like popcorn, man. You know, go ahead.
That was it on that.
Okay. I guess I can follow up with this since you read that. It's Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. All right, and the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going out by the mouth of his men. All right, we represent the mouth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's how his word is being pushed out, man. It's not going to return to him void, you know. So anything, these scriptures, man, is real, man. It's living, you know. The scriptures say America's going to be destroyed, Russia's going to get involved. You know, hey, that's going to happen, man. It's evident. We see it, man. You know, the Russian choir once again, which I gotta watch that video again right as soon as we sign off. You know, you got America and Russia, they backing out that treaty. The INF treaty, now they could basically create missiles, all right, which they've been doing anyway behind the scenes. Now they're just openly doing it now. It's just open season, just missiles. You know, this thing is beautiful, man. It's all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua coming to pass, man. All right, but that was pretty much it. You have something to close out with? If not, I can grab one more. This is Isaiah 14. All right, and should be like the 23rd verse. Okay, it's Isaiah 14. Yeah, I'm gonna get right to the point. Verse 23 is going to America, man. America's judgment. All right, that's gonna come by the way of these missiles, man. This is Isaiah 14:23. It says, I will also make it a possession for the bitter. And we read this. You read this in Isaiah 13th chapter. All right. It says, in pools of water. It says, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. Now, when you go into that word besom, it means like a broom. All right. So the Lord going to sweep the broom of destruction. You know, yeah, the Lord going to sweep it, man. All right. How you going to do that? By the way of the missiles. I believe in what's that? Jeremiah 51 speaks about that wind. The first verse, our Lord will send that destroying wind. That's that spiritual broom. you got a dust. Basically, America almost shut into a dustpan. You know, you got the dustpan in the corner and you sweep, you know, doing the floor or whatever. That's America, man. It says, I read that last part. It says, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction. All right, and yeah, right here in my Bible, the word there for besom is broom. You see, yes, the Lord gonna take a big spiritual broom and sweep Babylon the Great away into that spiritual dustpan, man. All right, it ain't gonna come back. You know, it says, oh man, I read verse 24. It says, and the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. Ooh. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. So there you have it, man. You know, everything that's written in the scriptures is purpose, and it's going to stand, man. All right, you have anything else? That was it?
Kind of anything else.
Okay. So, you know, we just want to do that, a quick lesson real quick through the Spirit. Lord willing, I can edify, give no praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rakakadash, Devon City Apostle, Elder Great Millstone. And until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.
Shalom.